All right, so Off the Dome Apparel commented on one of my videos, basically backslid from drinking and slipped into feeling like a failure. Now, the question, should you feel like a failure whenever you backslide into one of your vices or demons or whatever, right? Some bad behavior, some bad character aspect of yourself. Should you feel like a failure? Should you feel like a POS? No, absolutely not. It tells me that you're human, right? It confirms that no matter how evolved you get, there will always be spiritual attacks. There will always be emotional, psychological, physical attacks, right? You get the flu once, don't mean you can't get it again. This applies to every other aspect of life in terms of battling the opposite, in terms of battling opposition in your body, in your mind, in your spirit, right? So it doesn't matter how far you evolve, there will always be a test. You falling short only confirms you're not God, you're still a man or a woman. There's nothing to feel bad about. If you choose to embrace these habits as your character and you live your life like this, then yeah, maybe you should feel some type of way about it. But backsliding, falling back into your demons, situational events, circumstances, and then, you know what I mean, all of the right pieces fall into place and now you backslid this time. Don't be so hard on yourself, because honestly, when you start looking at things like that, it'll compel you to do worse. A lot of times people are compelled to do even more wrong to themselves and others out of the feeling ashamed of what they've done, feeling ashamed of what other people feel towards them. It will compel you when you feel like a lost soul, when you feel like there's no redemption, there's no coming back. You can't allow that to creep in your head, because that's the devil, bro. That's the devil trying to annihilate you, bro. It's trying to assimilate you to a certain school of thought that you are convinced and believe in. You invest your belief in this shit to the point that it becomes a part of your character and you start living like this. You don't want to be tricked that far with this evil, bro. With your vices, with your thoughts, with your character. You don't want to be tricked and seduced out of what you could be just because you fell short a couple times. Even if you fail 1,000 times like Edison did with the light bulb, it's not completely applicable. It's not going to completely translate. But in this example, it still kind of applies. You can fail 1,000 times at beating a habit, at beating some character aspect, some character flaw. And does that give you justifiable enough reason to just give up completely? No, unless you want to justify giving up, unless you want to quit, unless it's too hard for you, in which case I understand. But don't allow backsliding to be the compulsion system that keeps you on that trajectory. That's what I'm saying. Everyone's going to fall short. Try to beat it the best you can. It's going to be a daily battle for some of us. It's going to be a little harder for some of us daily than others. But this is your life journey. This is your cross. You have to bear it. You can win. That's the whole point of this video right now. You can beat your vices. You can beat your negative character flaws. You can beat your imperfections, bro. Will you perfectly perfect them? Probably not. No one's perfect. But you can come close. So keep trying, keep fighting, keep going. I'm gone.